Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Inshallah we shall begin reading this book, Syarah Syudur Az-Zahab fi Ma'rifati Kalam al-Arab by Ibn Hisham al-Ansari, an intermediate book on Arabic grammar. So without further ado, let's begin. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Qala Shaykh al-Imam Alim al-Alamah al-Amil al-Jami' li Ashtati al-Fadail. The Shaykh, the Imam, the practicing Alamah, the alim, the one who is learned and the one who is endowed with a lot of knowledge, the amil, the practicing, the jami', the one who gathers in himself various virtues, the peerless of his time, the matchless of his age, Sadrul Muhaqqiqin, the foremost of the Muhaqqiqin, Barakah of the Muslimin, Jamaluddin Abu Muhammad Abdullah ibn Hisham ibn Sheikh Jamaluddin Yusuf ibn Ahmad ibn Abdullah ibn Hisham al-Ansari, Taghammadahullahu bi rahmatihi, may Allah cover him with his rahmah. Right, so Taghammada is originally referred to covering, sheathing a sword. Taghammada, to cover him with his rahmah. Wa askanahu fasiha jannatih, may Allah place him in his vast garden. Right, so this is idafa sifat ila mausuf. Awwalu ma aqul, the first thing I shall say is inni, verily I praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the high, the most high, the most noble, alladhi allama bil qalam, who taught with the pen, allama al insana ma lam ya'lam, who taught mankind with what he did not know. Thumma utbi'u, so this is a ta, supposed to be a ta here. Thumma utbi'u zalika bis salati wa taslim, thereafter I follow up with a salat and taslim on the messenger, ala al-mursali rahmatan lil alamin, the one who was sent as a rahmah to the alamin, and who is the imam of the muttaqin, who is the qudwah, the example for the amilin, those who practice, those who do righteous works. Muhammad al-Nabi al-Ummi wa Rasul al-Arabi, the Arab messenger, wa ala alihi al-Hadin, and upon his family, those who guide mankind, wa sahbihi al-Rafi'ina li qawa'id-din, and his messengers and his companions who raise the qawa'id of the deen, the principles, who elevated the principles of the religion. Wa ba'du, and to proceed, fahaza kitabun syarahtu bihi, this is a book, syarahtu bihi, I explain, I elucidate by this book my summary of, which is called Syudur Az-Zahab fi Ma'rifah Kalam al-Arab. So this book is a sharah of a matan, Syudur Az-Zahabi fi Ma'rifati Kalam al-Arab. So Syudur is the matan. This Syudur means fragments, pieces of zahab, gold. So pieces and fragments. It's a plural for shadratun, right? Fragments of gold not in the knowledge of the speech of the Arabs. Tamamtu bihi shawahidahu. So this is maf'ul. Tamamtu, I complete, by this syarah I complete the shawahid, the proofs of the matan. Right, the matan. The dhamir ha here goes back to the Syudur Az-Zahab, the mukhtasar. So the shawahid refers to the verses of Quran and hadith and Arab poems, which serve as a proof, which serve as a support for the grammatical rules that are discussed in the book, in the matan itself. Wa jama'tu, I gathered by this syarah, bihi shawaridahu, the scattered, right, the scattered all these scattered things which is in the matan. the shawarid of the matan, right? The scattered meanings in the matan. So what exactly it is referring to? Scattered meaning the difficult problems, the difficult topics, the difficult matters that are discussed in the matan, which are likened to a sharidah. A sharidah is a singular form of shawarid. So this sharidah is originally used for camel, a runaway camel. So this difficult masalah, this difficult masail in this book are likened to be like, runaway camels. So wa makkantu min iktinasi awabidihi ra'idatan. So I firmly establish the one who seeks, right, this to catch the wild animal. Awabid is plural for abida, a runaway or a wild animal. Iktinas is to catch, right? So I make it, I strengthen, I enable the ra'idah, the seeker, to catch the wild animal. So this is the balaghah that he is using in his opening. Qasadtu fihi ila idahil ibarati. So I intend in this book to clarify the expressions found in the matan, not la ila ikhfa'il isyarah, not to hide the isyarah, right, the allusions, indications. Wa amittu fihi ila lafil mabani, and I purposely, right, in this book I purposely arrange all the forms wal aqsam, right, all the mabani, all the forms and the divisions, not to diffuse the qawaid and the ahkam, right, not to make it scattered but to make it orderly. والتزمت فيه أنني كلما مررت ببيت من شواهد الأصل ذكرت إعرابه. So I adhered to whenever, right, I pass by a line of poetry from the shawahid of the original work, the original matan. So whenever I pass by any of these poems which is found in the matan, I will mention the i'rab of this poem, of the poem. وَكُلَّمَا أَتَيْتُ عَلَى لَفْزٍ مُسْتَغْرَبٍ, whenever I come upon a strange term, right, a strange term, I will make ardaftuhu bima yuzilu istighrabahu. Okay, I will follow it up with that which will remove this strangeness. وَكُلَّمَا أَنْحَيْتُ مَسْأَلَةً, whenever I want to end off discussing an issue, I will khatamtuha bi'ayah, I will end it with a verse which is tata'allaku biha, right, which is related to the mas'alah, a verse from the verses of the Tanzil, right, as a shahid, as a proof. وَأَتْبَعْتُهَا بِمَا تَحْتَاجُ إِلَيْهِ, and I will make it follow that which تحتاج إليه من إعراب. So I will follow up the verse, right, with whatever that is needed, right, from the i'rab, tafsir and ta'wil. Wa qasdi bizalika tadrib at-talib. My intention by that is to train the student, wa ta'rifuhu suluka ila amthali hadhihi al-matalib, and to introduce to him the path, the way ila amthali hadhihi al-matalib, to the various examples of this matalib. Wallaha, so wallaha is the maf'ul muqaddam. So why is it placed in front? Is to give the faedah of hasr, faedah of only Allah, only Allah. So only Allah Ta'ala I ask, as'alu an yanfa'ani wa iyyakum. I ask for him to make me benefit and make you all benefit by this, by that. Innahu qaribun mujib wa ma tawfiqi illa billah, and my guidance, my tawfiq is only through Allah. Alayhi tawakkaltu wa ilayhi unib, and upon him I rely and to him I turn. Okay, so let's move on to the next page. So the first chapter is al-kalimatu wa aqsamuha, the word, the kalimah and its divisions, its parts. Ta'riful kalimah. Qultu. Okay, so this is the syarah. Qultu is part of the syarah, but this part here, al-kalimatu qawlun mufradun, this is part of the matan. Al-kalimatu qawlun mufradun, the kalimah is a qawl, a word which is singular. Mufradun. Wa aqulu fil kalimah thalathu lughatin wa laha ma'nayan. I say in kalimah there are 3 variants. Walaha ma'nayan, and it has 2 meanings. Amma lughatuha, as for its variants, its lughah, it's fakalimatun ala wazni nabiqatin, it is upon the form or the wazn of nabiqah. Kalimah nabiqah, fa'ilatun wa hiya al-fusha. So nabiqah is a kind of fruit. Wahya al-fusha, it is the most eloquent. Wa lughatu ahli al-Hijaz, and it is the lughah, the dialect of the people of Hijaz. Fusha is a isim tafdil. Afsah, fusha. Fusha is the feminine form of the isim tafdil. There is a muannath form. The muzakkar form is afsah, right? The muannas is fusha, muzakkar is afsah. Wa biha jaa at-tanzil, wa biha jaa tanzil, and by this wa biha, by the logo of Ahlul Hijaz, the Tanzil, the Quran, has been revealed. And so Tanzil is a masdar, right? Here it is masdar which is used to mean munazzal, the Quran which is munazzal, which is sent down. And the jama', the plural of kalimah, is kalimun, kanabikin, like nabikin, nabiqah, nabikin, kalimah, kalimun. Wa kilmatun ala wazni sidratin wa kalmatun ala wazni tamratin. So these are the 3 variants for kalimah. You have kalimah, you have kilmah, and you also have kalmah. So the most eloquent is, the most fasih is kalimah, not kilmah, not kalmah, which is kalmah is upon the wazn of tamrah. Wahuma, which is referring to kilmah and kalmah, are two lughas of tamim, right, of tamim. Wajam'ul ula kilmun kasidrin, and the jama', the plural of kilmah is kilmun, kasidrin, right, sidratin sidrin, kilmatun kilmin, kilmatun kilmun. Wathaniyati, or the jama' of the thaniyah, the second one, which is kalmah, is kalmun, katamrin. Tamratun tamrun, kalmatun kalmun. Okay, so this is quite simple. Wakadhalika, likewise, mithlul kalimah, and wakadhalika yani mithlul kalimah kullu ma kana ala wazni fa'ilin nahu kabidin katifin فإنه يجوز فيه اللغات الثلاث. And likewise, like kalimah, right, these are the words kabidin and katifin which comes in the wazn of fa'ilin. They also can come in three lughats, three variants. فإن كان الوسط حرف حلق, if the middle is a letter of the halq, which is the throat, jaza fihi lughatun rabi'ah, then it can have an additional lugha, additional version, additional variant, to make it 4 variants. Wahia, and it is itba'u al-awwal lithani fil kasri, itba'u al-awwali lithani fil kasri, nahu fa fi khizin wa shihida. Okay, fi khizin wa shihida. So here we have itba' al-awwal lithani, the first letter follow the second letter in its kasrah, in its being kasrah. Okay, so wa amma ma'nayaha, as for the two meanings of it, فأحدهما istilahi, the two meanings of kalimah. For فأحدهما, one of it is technical, istilahiyun. What is istilah? Istilah is basically ittifaqu ta'ifah fi amrin li amrin, the agreement of a group of scholars regarding a matter, for a certain matter. Wa huwa ma zakartu, and it is what I have mentioned in the matan. Wa huwa ma zakartu, yani in the matan here just now. So wal muradu bil qawl, wal muradu bil qawli al lafzu ad-dalu ala ma'nan ka rajulin wa farasin. So what is meant by qawl in the matan? We saw earlier, al kalimatu qawlun mufradun is al lafzu ad-dalu ala ma'nan, right? A lafaz, a term which indicates a particular meaning, ka rajulin wa farasin, right? So what is rajulin? Rajulin refers to a male baligh person, a male baligh who from the children of Adam. Zakarin balighin min bani Adam. Wa farasin, right? Wa farasin bi khilafi al khat. So lafaz which indicates a meaning excludes the writing, the what has been written. What has been written, مثلا, for example, فإنه وإن دل على معنى لكنه ليس بلفظ. So a written word is not a lafaz. It is not a spoken word, even though it indicates a meaning. وإن دل على معنى, even though it indicates a meaning, لكنه ليس بلفظ, it is not a spoken term, a spoken word. And also بخلاف المحمل. So this it excludes also the lafaz, the spoken word which is muhmal, which refers to a meaningless word. For example, daizun. Daizun is muhmal anil ma'na, void from any meaning. Daizun, which is just a rearrangement of Zaid. فإنه, for it is وإن كان لفظا, even though it is a spoken word, لكنه لا يدل على معنى, it does not indicate any meaning. فلا يسمى شيء من ذلك ونحوه قولا. So this is a tafri', therefore, right? Therefore, anything from that is not called, right, a qawl, right? فلا يسمى شيء من ذلك ونحوه, anything like that, right, and similar to it, right, is not called a qawl. والمراد بالمفرد, so what is referred to, what does mufrad means in the above definition? Kalimatu qawlun mufradun, what is meant by mufrad? Ma la yadullu juz'uhu ala juz'in ma'nahu, that which its part of it does not indicate part of its meaning, does not indicate upon part of its meaning. So a part of it does not indicate a part of its meaning. Kama, as how we have given in example from our words, min qawlina rajulin wa farasin. Ala tara anna ajza'a kullin minhuma, do you not see, right, that the parts, right, of each of them, وهي حروفه الثلاثة إذا انفرد شيء منها لا يدل على شيء مما دلت عليه جملته. So إذا انفرد شيء منها, right, the huruf of the words rajul and faras, if they were to be taken individually, the letters, it does not indicate, right, upon anything from that which is indicated by its totality, right? This is in opposition to bikhilaf qawlina. This is contrary to our words ghulamu zaidin. So ghulamu zaidin is not mufrad. This is not mufrad, right? فإنه مركب لأن كلا من جزئيه, each of its two parts, and they are the ghulam and zaid, dalun ala juz'il ma'na, indicates a part of the meaning. So ghulam indicates part of ghulam zaid, zaid indicates a part of ghulam zaid, right? So dalun ala juz'il ma'na alladhi dallat alayhi jumlatu ghulamu zaidin. So this is what is meant by mufrad and what is meant by murakkab. والمعنى الثاني, so as he has mentioned earlier, there are two meanings, right? Two معناها, معناها, two meanings for kalimah, right? The technical istilahi we have covered. So now is the lughawi, the literal meaning of kalimah. وهو الجمل المفيدة. So the literal meaning for kalimah, it is jumalu al-mufidatu, right? Jumalu al-mufidatu, qala Allah Ta'ala, a beneficial sentence, beneficial sentences, beneficial sentences that has meaning. Qala Allah Ta'ala kalla innaha kalimatun huwa qailuha. So Allah Subhanahu Wa Ta'ala says kalla, ni, innaha, it is a kalimah, it is a khabar. This is the khabar of innaha, isim innaha kalimah, khabar inna. This is the khabar inna, right? Isharatan ila qawlil qail, indicating the words of the person who, the kuffar who said Rabbi irji'uni la'alli a'malu salihan fima taraktu. So this whole sentence is referred to in this verse as a kalimah. Irji'uni. So this kuffar wants to return back to the world. Perhaps he might do good deeds which he has left and not done. So irji'u is, he is asking from Allah. He's using a plural when addressing Allah Subhanahu Wa Ta'ala out of ta'zim, jama' li ta'zim. So this is isharatan ila qawlil qail, the non-believer who, what is the isharah? Isharatan, this kalimah is a isharatan, so maf'ul min ajlih, right? So li'ajli al-isharah, to indicate, right? This kalimah refers back to the sentence, the whole sentence, jumlah mufidah. So next is wakalla fil arabiyyah ala thalathati awjuhin. Wakalla fil arabiyyati ala thalathati awjuhin. So kalla in the Arabic language has three different what do you call that? Three different wajah, three different modes, or three different what do you call that? Applications. Okay, harfi rad'in wa zajrin, a particle to forbid and indicate severe disapproval. Firstly, the second wajah is to, it means haqqan, with the meaning of haqqan, wa bima'na يعني yes. فالأول يعني حرف ردع وزجر, right? The particle of forbidding or disapproval, right? Kama fi hazihil ayah, right? How it is used in this verse, right? We just mentioned Suratul Mu'minun, verse 100. Kalla innaha kalimatun huwa qailuha. So in this verse, it is used in the first mode of forbidding or disapproval. Intahi an hazihil maqalah. So this is the meaning. Intahi minha an hazihil maqalah. Stop from, please stop from this, saying this. Fala sabila ila ruju'. There is no way for you to return to the world. The second use of the word kalla, yani the second use with the bima'na haqqan, For example, haqqan, kalla, haqqan, yani innal insana la yatgha, truly mankind la yatgha, right? Truly mankind is transgresses bounds. Ay haqqan, truly. إذ لم يتقدم على ذلك ما يزجر عنه. If, or because, لم يتقدم على ذلك, right, we do not have anything coming before it, before this kalla, which is yuzjaru anhu, which is which is one you want to stop, you want to prohibit. Like just now, there is a prohibition, right? Something that Allah SWT prohibiting them from saying something. Here there is nothing that He is prohibiting. The verse is not prohibited. There's nothing that comes before it that requires prohibition, that requires disapproval, right? So hence it means haqqan, truly. Okay, so we will end here for the first session, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala facilitate and allow us to continue with the rest of the book. Barakallahu fikum. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.